Brooks County has become something of an epicenter for migrant deaths in Texas because of its location on the U.S. highway system that leads from the border to the U.S. interior. There's a Border Patrol checkpoint on that highway in Brooks County, and smuggling groups will lead groups of migrants to the area south of the checkpoint, drop them off to travel on foot across the remote and rugged ranch lands across the county to be picked up at a highway north of the checkpoint. That's often a 30-mile trek or longer in very extreme terrain, hot conditions in the summertime especially. And so we've had hundreds of people die in the wilderness in Brooks County over the last several years. So although immigration is a federal issue, the local sheriff's office is tasked with recovering the dead and disposing of the remains. And they've become completely overwhelmed by the problem. They're a very small sheriff's office. It's a very rural, small county. Only about 7,000 people live there, and it's one of the poorest in the nation. Previously, the procedure was that they would recover the remains, investigate the site, and pay a local funeral home to take custody of the body and bury the body in a local cemetery. Since then, a group called Reuniting Families, that is a partnership between the University of Baylor, Texas State University, and the University of Indianapolis, has been working to study the remains of unidentified migrants along the Texas-Mexico border, and with the hopes of building profiles of each of those people and ultimately identifying them and being able to repatriate the remains and send them home to their families. So that's how they ended up working in the cemetery in Brooks County during the last few weeks here in June. And when they did, that's when they made the discovery that a number of the remains had been buried either in you would have multiple remains in one body bag. You would have remains that were buried in no container at all. You would have bones that were found in shopping bags and trash bags. And as they uncovered more, they found more instances of this. One of the other good news elements in this is that the procedure for handling the remains in this county has changed. And last year, under pressure from media publicity and immigrant rights groups, the county adopted a new policy that all migrant bodies that were found in Brooks County would be transported to a medical examiner's office in Laredo for autopsy. And so bodies of unidentified migrants are no longer being buried in the county cemetery. They've acquired some additional funding from the state to help with that process, and they are already having much higher rates of identification because of it.